QBTS has failed the all-time high anchored VWAP. We crossed it and then failed it with downside market pressure after the Fed meeting and then is recovering. So that zone is still in buy. If you took the buy here, you're still in. You did experience some drawdown, but we would be targeting market structure here. Or if you haven't entered, wait for it to cross that all-time high anchored VWAP at 25.25. You can enter, you can target $32. And then if it goes higher, next market structure is 37 and then 46. Remember, the Trump administration has signed many contracts with D-Wave on this. So overall, this should be a good stock. We do have the Golden Cross, which is an institutional buy. So buying in above that $20 level, somewhere in here, should be a decent trade, and we can laugh about it in years. IonQ, the trade plan is still paying. You're still in it. Again, I'd recommend to break even stop loss if you entered it. If you have not entered it, the next zone is probably 50 to 53, a little bit higher price with your stop loss below this red line, which is the all-time high anchored VWAP, something comfortable to you. You could be tight below these wicks. You got a $5 stop loss, and then you're targeting up around $87. IonQ is still paying, looking good, and may give more opportunities for those who have not bought. QUBT, we're waiting on that golden cross. You can see I have it circled there where this 50 EMA will cross the 200, which is a very strong buy zone, knowing that this all-time high anchored VWAP and the standard deviation around it will provide resistance. If that happens, that will give a buy signal. It's probably going to take more than this week for it to occur. We will monitor it here, and I like the discount zone down around market structure, $6 or $5. If that happens, I'm definitely a buyer. So as of right now, we're just waiting for the golden cross or the cross, which would happen at the cross of the all-time high or the discount in QUBT. It's a wait. Quadruple U on energy fuels. Guys, some interesting candles here. Do you see how price is going up, but all candles are red? That means it's gapping up and dropping down. Gapping up, dropping down, gapping up, dropping down. Because what a candle tells us is the high, low, open, and close. So the open price on this candle was 17.94. At some point, it rose to about 18.05, dropped about 16.12, and then closed here. So this gapped up perhaps on news, and then sold down. So we had to gap up, sell down, gap up, sell down, which is really interesting, isn't it? That means there's short sellers over top anytime, and anytime buyers come in, the short sellers push them back down. And you can look in this period of time down here, ignore the color of my box, but you can see how that is predominantly sellers, the red volume. So I like this buying off of, if you're not in, more than likely, if you're in, you're out of the trade plan that we talked about before. You can go back and watch my previous videos where you're out at break even. The next buy signal will not occur until we clear this zone in this all-time high anchored VWAP. Otherwise, I'm interested in this discount zone in around $12 to $13 until one of those two happen. Stay out. Sellers are currently in control with and shown in this week's price action, guys. Aklo, other nuclear and energy thesis. It's currently in the buy zone. I like it here between 58 and 60. Run it to the all-time high anchor VWAP at 86. If that happens, remember, we will get our golden cross, which is an institutional buy, and that would happen somewhere in there, right? As price comes up, which with a golden cross, if we get it with volume, we may break this. Would be great if we can take the trade here, stay in the trade on the break, and then when we get the retest and hold, then we move our stop loss right below the all-time high anchored VWAP. So currently, Aklo is a buy with a stop loss commensurate to your risk. And right now, I would have that stop loss down around $51 if you're buying in between 58 and 61. Ego trade plan paid almost perfectly twice that we put out, and it is still the same actionable trade plan, guys. If you took your profit there, congratulations. If you didn't take profit and you bought in here, you need to be break even or slightly in the money to guarantee profit in case this pulls back. Now, once this all-time high anchored VWAP breaks, we should expect it to test market structure. So Be zero risk. If you're not in it, the next buy zone is probably 29 to 31. Keep an eye on that, right? And then your stop loss is down here around 26, mid 26 and a half. That's ego. HYMC is currently in its buy zone that I talked about. You can buy in around 26, give or take 50 cents, and have that stop loss right below this local low at 22.50, and then target the all-time high anchored VWAP at 39. Again, price suppressed, both Ego and HYMC due to the suppression in gold that we're going to go over here momentarily. But if the thesis is gold is going to return to its run, then the miners will benefit, and these are miner stocks.